All right, I think we're live. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Chamber Talk with Torrie. We are going to check audio. First thing is first, we're going to check some audio and make sure that we have audio on this live broadcast because we have some new equipment and some new options for everybody so we can get a more clear video and more clear audio to allow our viewers to be able to hear what we're talking about and share and know what's going on. So let's just check audio. Yes. All right, I think we're live. We have audio. That's outstanding. Okay, I love it. I love when something works. You know, nothing like all morning a staff has been trying to like get the audio working and calling in some other people, and you know what? We figured it out. We can do this. So welcome. Like I said, welcome to the Chamber Talk with Torrie. Today with me is Families First Childcare Facility directors at the moment. Joining is Anna Browne. She's the interim director at the moment, and then Karen Hughes, which will be the newly hired director. Who'll be taking over here pretty soon. Families First Childcare serves local children and families and plays a very important role in supporting our workforce families in our community, in our region, actually. So, Anna, Karen, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. This is going to be a great discussion. We have a lot to talk about. There's been a lot of transitions and things happening at Families First, and we're really just excited that one, the doors are still open, and this is a service that's provided to our community. Two, I'm just looking forward to learning more about your guys' facility and what you guys offer and the direction you guys are going to be going. So let's just simply begin with introductions. Anna, Karen, can you just tell us about yourselves? Your background, your roles at Families First, how you guys got into these roles. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and start. I'm Anna Browne. I have lived here in Boardman for more than 20 years and worked as a classroom teacher. I worked for the OSU Extension Service, and my current role is Workforce Development Manager for the Port of Morrow. And when Families First was in a time of transition, they needed somebody that could kind of step in and serve in the interim director role. And so that has been me for the past couple of months. We are super excited to have hired Karen and to welcome her into our community and to bring her here. And she comes with a lot of really great background in child development and child as a preschool teacher, and she'll tell you a little bit about that. So we're excited that she's here.
Perfect.
Okay.
Karen,
Hi,
welcome.
thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm Karen Hughes. I'm the new director coming in. So I'm new to the community somewhat. I have a slight connection to the community for the last 6 years, but I'm super excited to be here. To take on this role. It has been a time of transition, and I've been open-armed welcome, super thankful.
Mm-hmm. We're excited to have you here.
Thank you. And so my background is I had a little over 20 years experience in childcare. So I started my working career as a preschool teacher, worked through pre-K for 15 years, taught pre-K. I did transition into a public safety background and then was called back into childcare. So I worked in a rural school for 7 years, from substitute, para, through school secretary, ended up pre-K teacher again, and finished my career in the state of Montana as a pre-K teacher in special ed.
Nice.
So, and now
diverse.
Very diverse, yes.
Lots of diversity in there.
Yes.
You know, and that's a really key piece when you're talking childcare facility like ours. We have a very wide range of children and ages and stuff like that. So let's just talk about the organization now first. And so what is Families First mission for childcare, and what ages and programs and stuff do you guys offer right now?
Do you want me to?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, are we doing the mission one or?
Sure, yeah,
Okay.
mission.
Okay, so in our transition time, our mission is to provide a safe, nurturing, and engaging environment where the children can learn and grow and thrive. And we want to support families by being a trusted partner in their child's early development.
Our IT department is here
Yes.
checking in with us, so we're slightly distracted. We are excited to offer care for infants ages 6 weeks through school-aged children. So we have infant classes, toddler classes, preschool classes for 3 and 4-year-olds, and then pre-K classes for students who are preparing to go to kindergarten. So we have a wide range of students that we can serve, in addition to students who need care before and after school.
Yeah, so in this facility, what's your current enrollment for the school right now?
So our current enrollment allows us a lot of enrollment flexibility and space. So we are accepting new enrollment. We have a lot of space going forward for especially preschool for age 3 and 4-year-old preschool, and then that kind of 4 or 5-year-old preschool for those kids getting ready to go to kindergarten, not this year, but the next year.
Next year.
So we have a lot of space open in those classes.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. When we talk about child care providers in the area, what's that space look like, and what's kind of what environment you're trying to create inside Families First?
Well, I think ideally, it's a center that looks similar to it might look at a school, but we're really trying to create a more like home care atmosphere where you're on a first name basis with your teachers, you're seeing familiar staff, they're working every day, you have the same friends in your class all of the time, so you know who you're with and who you're supposed to be with, and so then it becomes familiar and it feels like a very safe and caring environment for families coming in. I think that's one of our first priorities. I don't know if Karen has anything to add.
I would agree, and I think our teachers have done a real phenomenal job with connecting with our families, and the communication between our families and our teachers and the students it's really phenomenal, and it really ties. It's such an important piece of childcare and the trust of the families, because it's a hard decision. So and where you're going to put your kids and when you leave your kids every day, and so having that real strong communication with the teachers, and so they're a phenomenal group. This group. So I think that's definitely something that makes our childcare unique, is just that connection that our teachers have with every single kid and their families.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love that. When you're talking about your team and stuff like that, children's learning, development, social skills, what's a typical day at the child care facility?
I don't know if typical can ever be used in a sentence
Oh, there we go.
with childcare, but so our teachers, we definitely they have a structured schedule every day where they come in, they're greeted, they have lots of interactive time for fine motor. We have gross motor time where they're getting out, and we have socialization. And again, our teachers they have phenomenal schedules for each class, and they just really make it a very comfortable environment, and they're very good about meeting the child where they are each day, because that changes each day and each hour.
Mm-hmm.
We also have really strict guidelines from the state of Oregon on
Yes.
our staff being trained and certified in all areas, including first aid, CPR. We're doing some updates even just this week to make sure everyone's first aid and CPR are updated, but also continuing education training courses through the state and things like that. So everyone on our team is licensed and certified to be with students.
And what are those?
kids.
Are there different levels of certification and types of certifications that each one has in that? And what's that look like for the classroom? And what's your ratio of teacher to student and stuff like that?
Well, ratios to teachers to students depends on the ages of the students. So it varies based on whether they're ages 2 and under, ages 2 to 4, the classroom setting. So it kind of varies. Our ratios are pretty low, for sure 1 to 10, our student to teacher ratio, and then less 1 to 4 for students, infants two and under, so toddlers, two and under, and considered infants.
And infants.
So
Gotcha. So when you are, this is a service to our community, our region, and we have a huge workforce in this area. And what are some of the biggest challenges facing childcare providers and working families today? And what's some of your guys' challenges?
Well, of course, the cost of providing childcare and providing affordable childcare for working families has been the challenge probably since the dawn of time. Like, we were all working moms, so we know what those challenges were like, and that hasn't changed. So we work really hard with our community and with our business sponsors to have our business sponsors help absorb and kind of quote unquote buy down the cost of our childcare. If you were to have like care in a different facility in a different neighboring community, it could be considerably more than what we charge right now, just because of that. And we're really thankful for the support of all of our industry support partners that help really defray that cost considerably.
Who are some of my other partners? Do you guys partner with the school district? Do you have some state programs and stuff like what are some of those things?
Yeah, for sure. We do partner with the school district to help provide some of the preschool spaces. Just there's preschool programs all throughout the county, and Moore County School District does a good job of financially supporting the positions for preschool placements in our building. So that helps, again, buy down that cost of your student coming there because we receive additional support from the school district for preschool, pre-K. It's pre-K readiness.
Pre-K readiness, gotcha. Nice. Are there other, as a working family today, affordability and stuff like that, is there requirements, time periods, or any of those kind of things that people can get ready to bring their children in? Like, what's that look like, getting their children into the facility and preparing them for that?
Yeah, so we're licensed to have students from 7:30 in the morning till 5:30 at night. And while that's a good amount of time, it's 10 hours a day, it doesn't meet the needs of everyone, because we know we have a lot of families that go to work really early around here. Unfortunately, we cannot make it cost effective to be open at 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning, because that kind of changes some of the licensing requirements and our staffing requirements for that time. And so at this time, the best we can do is 7:30 to 5:30.
And that's a key piece to let our community, our viewers know, is that just because you want this to happen, there are things and guidelines that the state has to provide to be able to open earlier. And this isn't, you're not just choosing not to do it because you just inconvenience. It's actually a state mandate thing, and it requires a lot more. So, I mean, talking about that and realizing that that is a state requirement and you're meeting a state law that allows you that time, and to do something more could, at the end of the day, cost more money to those people that are participating in
the overnight guidelines or really early guidelines from the state are really extensive as far as licensing requirements.
So that means even changing the licensing and requirements within the building itself to even meet the needs of that type of facility is even more.
Yeah, overnight stays or even really early stays where students would still be like sleeping time, the cost for that to keep things at an affordable rate for our families at this time is just not something we can address.
Feasible.
So 7:30 to 5:30, that's what we get.
Yeah. You touched a little bit about the communications piece. Is there anything else you would like to build on that and bring that trust and that communications back into Families First, where people, with your current, students or children, I guess at this point they're not really students. Some are students, I guess. Some are just children. And how can you continue to grow that communication and that trust in that facility? How do you think you could do that? And what are some goals you have with that? And what's that look like for you in the future?
I think just having our families come back, tour with us, meet us, look at our classrooms, absolutely. I think coming in and meeting with us and calling us and just giving us a chance to kind of to talk and get to know you, and I think we do a wonderful job right now. We stay in communication with our parents. that are currently enrolled with us on from the moment that they pick them up till the moment they leave, and all day. So that we have some great apps where we're able to send pictures during the day to show the families what kind of activities that we're doing, and we are always available. So from 7:30 to 5:30 we're available to communicate, and we do, and our teachers do a really great job with that. So even if they feel like maybe there's something off, they're always checking in with our parents to find out what we can do to help with whatever's going on with the child and the families.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
And we want to make sure everybody asks questions. So if you have a concern or a question about something, don't take it to Facebook and don't talk to other people about it. Bring it to the source of where something can be fixed. And so, and that goes with things that are positive as well. We want to hear about the things that you appreciate and that you love about our facility, because you know your kids there are pretty dang great. So we try to share the good things most of the time.
Yeah, and so speaking of the good things, so my office is up here at the Sage Center, and the Families First is just down at the Neal Early Learning Building, and every day they take the little guys out for a walk and they travel through the area and stuff like that. And today my staff was sitting there like, oh, they're so cute, they're learning about rock, they're packing these rocks and stuff. And then when you guys came in, you're like, yeah, they're learning about rocks. Like, how fun is it for them to get out and actually like physically see that stuff and be engaged at all ages and doing that? That's just kind of, I think that's fun. And seeing those kids doing that and in a safe environment where they're up here in the public space and way away from other people, and have the opportunity just to get out and stretch their legs. That's fun. And so you talk about some programs, so they're learning about rocks. Like, what's that look like right today? Like, let's just talk about a program they're doing today.
Well, so all of the classrooms are focused on a different curriculum series that's developmentally appropriate for their age. And even though it's summer, they have continued all of their learning through the summer as well. So it's not just a free-for-all time. It's a very structured time with structured playtime, structured learning time, structured time where they eat and where they rest. So all of that is part of the program.
Nice. So today, like, some of them are learning about rocks, I hear.
Dinosaurs, some other ones are
yes.
rocks and dinosaurs is where we're at right now.
Love it. So,
Yeah.
they've been walking by and they've never touched the rocks, and all of a sudden they were all packing rocks today. So this is the reason why we learned this is why they're learning about rocks today. Strong ties to local community is huge, and success, and that's what we kind of like in our community, our region. We really tie that around all successes of events and chambers and small businesses and all the nonprofits and stuff like that. If you're a local business or organization, what is ways that these businesses and residents and people can partner with Families First to provide support, or what's that look like?
Yeah, I think that there's quite a few opportunities because we are trying to keep the rate of service at a really manageable rate. And I'm just gonna give an example. I was in a meeting this last week and we were talking about child care centers, and the person sitting next to me, he goes, man, I wish I had a child care center like that where we lived. He goes, we pay for 2 separate daycare centers. Our kids go to one 3 days a week and 2 the other 2 days a week. 2 children, 3 and 4 years old, and he was paying $3,200 a month for child care. And for full-time care for us, that would be $1,500. Half. So half. I know that writing that check for childcare every single month is a lot, and I did it for a long time as well, but I'm going to tell you, we are so fortunate in our area because of the support that we have from our industry partners, and they will be updated on a sponsor section of our website very soon that everyone can go check out. Because of the support of our sponsors, we really are able to keep our childcare at a manageable cost, 30 to, in the case of this person, 50% less than other places in the state. And Families First, with its inception and with the work of Boardman Foods and with Debbie Rady, it's been a model around the state, and it's been award winning and recognized for the work that they've done. And it's significant because it's not easy to start a child care center. It's not easy to do it in the middle of a pandemic.
No.
It was not, and so it has been a labor of love and work that they have trudged through for the last 4 or 5 years to get us to the place that we are, and we're really thankful for that. So, of course, business support. Families First Childcare is a nonprofit, so if your business is looking to make a donation to a good cause, we aren't spending this on something frivolous. It goes, all of our money goes to support the students, to purchase curriculum and supplies, and to do fun things, staff, so we can have a full staff, a full fun staff. They're a really fun group of folks. So, yep, for sure, that's what we can do there.
I like it. Well, that's exciting. And, it's always has been, you spoke about them being recognized. It's been a very unique funding source. There's been multiple facets of how the funding came in to make the doors operate here. And it is exciting to see it continue and grow and expand. So that being new, growing and expanding here, and you're the new director. What are some of the things you have planned and priorities, and what are you excited about for the future of Families First?
I'm excited for the expansion. I think it's a wonderful opportunity having these partnerships. It's so amazing that the community is so generous and giving. And so I'm really excited because I know how quickly we can grow and what we can provide for these families with our support from all these local businesses. Kind of sky's the limit. I think in a very short amount of time we can definitely grow, and we have some great expansion ideas for just continuing to grow and enhancing our programs in each class. And we have a phenomenal staff, and expanding our staff a little bit just to keep meeting the needs of our kiddos. And I really do think sky's the limit. And I think it's a big thank you to our contributors and our sponsors.
Perfect. So. Well, that kind of wrapping this all up, if somebody was wanting to learn more, schedule a tour, enroll, what's the best way they can connect with you guys at Families First? And this stuff will be dropped in the comments as well, and then we'll repost it. We'll be sharing all this information as well, so if somebody missed it. But what is that? How's the best way to connect with you guys?
Give us a call, come by, give us a chance. Come take a tour. Just come see our classrooms, meet our teachers, meet us. I think everyone will be really impressed. So just come by Families First at the Neal Learning Center and give us a call.
All right, and your website is?
The website is going to be up to date tomorrow. And we'll post it in the comments.
Yes.
I don't remember what it is.
You don't? Okay. What's the phone number?
So the phone number we do have. So that I want to make sure that I don't misquote it. So it's 541-771-1554.
1554.
Yeah.
And it actually rings directly to you.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
It's right here with me. Actually. Yes.
On hand at all times.
All times. Yes. 24 hours a day. Yes.
Wonderful.
I may not answer it at 2 a.m, but it is with me. Yes.
It's with you.
You can also email Families First Director altogether, familiesfirstdirector@gmail.com.
Okay. For direct contact or information or
go straight to Karen.
Go straight to Karen.
Enrollment information, enrollment packets, all of the above.
All right. Well, website will be updated. Phone number you've been given, we will make sure that's posted again. Email will be posted again for everybody. I see that we got people making comments on here already. Yes, my staff put in it's at 255 Olson Road. Good job, girls.
Sorry, we didn't even.
It is.
We didn't put that out
And
there.
that being said, I'm just going to say thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for being part of Chamber Talk with Torrie and providing the service to our community. It's a much needed, and excited to be able to see it grow and expand, and new leadership, and welcome to our community full time now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you everybody for stay tuned on Chamber Talk with Torrie, and please follow all of our social medias of Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and our YouTube. And to review this one, you can follow it on our social media for a little while, but if you want to watch it in full, you can go to our YouTube channel at Boardman Chamber of Commerce. And that being said, have a wonderful afternoon, and we will look forward to seeing you next time on Chamber Talk with Torrie.
Thank you.